Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are looking at Dragonfly from BLEASS. But this week I'm super excited because we have an awesome interview coming up with an amazing artist named Matt7, who's just dropped a brand new single, and we're going to play it right now to get you all warmed up. This is Matt7, Able to Die.
You said, take my hand, show me where you wanna go. The days of questions have all gone. In this life, there's only one who knows what's right. I have trusted you once before. You can say what you want, 'cause you know that I need it. You can do what you want, 'cause you know I can feel it. Do you think it's easy? Do you believe we're even? You can say what you want, 'cause you know that I need it. You can do what you want, 'cause you know I can feel it. I don't wanna fight now, I just wanna know now. Are you even able to die? Are you even able to running from everything that you fear of? You've got no more room to breathe. Day or night, you are never in their sight. Are two worlds apart. You can say what you want, 'cause you know that I need it. You can do what you want, 'cause you know I can feel it. Do you think it's easy? Do you believe we're even? Say what you want, 'cause you know that I need it. You can do what you want, 'cause you know I can feel it. I don't wanna fight now, I just wanna know now. Are you even able to die? Are you even able to die? That the life you have is something worth enough. Don't give it all away. I don't wanna fight now, I just wanna know now. Are you even able to die?
Wow. Matt7, he'll be on the show this week, and I am fucking excited. Boom. I swore I would do this for someone, so I'm going to do it. Hello, everybody. I'm a potato. I'm a potato. I'm a potato. Watch me dance for you. Yeah, I'm a potato. I'm a potato. Watch me dance for you. A potato. All right, there you go. I told you I would do it, Kev. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, look at this. I got my chat back. Good stuff. Hey, if you are watching over on Facebook, welcome to you. Thank you so much for following the show. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get my shit together. If you're watching over on Facebook, look, there's a little banner there. You can join the Facebook group, or you can come over here to the YouTube at youtube.com/Jade Starr if you would like to watch the show on YouTube with all the cool people over here. Or you can watch the show daily on the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapp on iOS. Or you can even watch the show daily live in the browser at howtoappios.com. And you can become a patron if you do wish, where each weekend we do giveaways and I master your songs. Awesome times. Let's say hi to folks who are here in the chat. We'll talk about the chat thing that's all working now, all good in the hood, and then we'll look at today's app and stuff. Oh, yeah, because it's a good app today, man. It's a sick app today. Hello to Dave Fox, Not a Box, Thomas Christ, the incomparable, the amazing, the inevitable, if I can find the sound effect. Doctor's orders. There you go. That's close enough. It'll do, man. It'll do. Doctor's orders. Sorry about that. Who else do we have here? SM Borthwick is here. And guess what? Next week's interview is our 50th interview on the show. And a special guest will be SM Borthwick. I've let the cat out the bag. Can't think of anyone better to have as my 50th guest on the show. 50 interviews. Can you believe it, man? Sick stuff. Hello to Scott. Hello. Russ, what's going on, Russ? Good to see you. Hello, as I keep scrolling. Joe Glenn is here. Hello to Bear. All right. Get off, man. Get off, Bear. Who else is here? Scroll past anyone, man. I'm really late because of my coffee. I do apologize, people. Coffee was calling. I wasn't missing it today after yesterday's show. Kim Harden Hudson is here. Also, who else did I see? I think I saw, as I'm scrolling down, there's so many of you here today. Paying to get. I'm on the cards. Paying to get. Got the ching going on. Boom, ticka, licka, 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 boom, boom. Gary Hubbs is here. Hello, Gary Hubbs. I heard a song from Gary Hubbs yesterday. Oh, it's going to be good. I'll let the cat out of the bag. Meow. Darren Anderson. Hi, man. Hope you're doing well in Queensland. We're free here at the moment, but I'm not free because I don't have a passport card. John David Lees, hello to you. And who else have I? Patrick Chandler's here. Veronica too. And we're all... man, I'm losing the plot already. I think I've got most... Tom Carrera's here. Hey, man, I saw your clip yesterday too. Looks really good. I can't wait for you to drop that. Man, I get to see so cool stuff. It's great. All right, I think I've got everybody. Anyway, let's do this stuff, yeah? So we'll talk about the chat. Look at the chat, it's working. All my updates. Oh, Audible Video's here as well too. Hello, Audible Video. So over here's my chat, new chat. See, nice and big. This is what I wanted to do. So yes, Restream actually posted something not long after the show saying, we do apologize. It's our fault, after they accused me of it being my fault. And then about 24 hours later, everything came back on. And Ed Zielinski is here as well. So, yes, my chat is looking very sexy now. I'm very happy with it. The new look page. Andy Goldsby, who's just dropped a new single as well. Man, you guys are dropping so much music. It is really, really cool. Everyone's dropping amazing music. Do we have any price drops? Let's do that stuff. I'm not going to rag on Restream today. They actually fixed it. Took 4 days, but we got there in the end. We want to go over here to App Sliced and have a look for price drops. See, I'm so far behind today. I don't even have the thing ready. Shimmer from 4 Pockets is on sale for $4.99, down from $5.99. I don't know what this is, but it looks fun. Clockwork Synthesizer, Chronica. I don't have it. See, Idusen, all these are down $1, it looks like, from the same dev. So a Kajita, so a whole bunch of this dev's apps are down, so $1 it looks like. Kajita, what else do we have? Laplace, Lorenz, Red Shrike, Yukawa, all of the Grand Piano, which I did a show on ages ago. Why? $2.99 to $1.99. I think because he's just released this dev has just released Grand Piano 2 AUV 3, which hopefully I'll get a hold of. There's a lot of stuff on sale. So remember, folks, the link to this is in the description. You can go and click on this link and save it to your favorites and check every day to see what's on sale. Yeah, the Ice Gear apps are all on sale. So absolutely fantabulous, as they would say. And you know, if it makes my moustache tickle. Anyway, so we are looking at today BLEASS's Dragonfly. And I'm going to tell you the truth, when I saw this come out, I was like, really? Do I need another tremolo? I don't need another tremolo. I don't want another tremolo. Tremolos are boring. They're boring as hell. I don't want a tremolo. And then I saw it and was like, hang on a minute. Because I did think, hang on, it's BLEASS. So it's going to be a little bit different, yeah? And you know what? It is a little bit different. It's a lot different, and it's a lot cool. So let's talk about it. And what's the price of it? I can't remember. I didn't even check that. Let's have a look. I do believe, I don't want to say it and then it's not right. So what are we? BLEASS Dragonfly. Let's do a search for it. It's $4.99, so it's pretty cheap, yeah? Really cheap, $5. Man, I was blown away. I really thought this is just going to be a tremolo, because I'll be honest, I find tremolos quite boring. But this one is fancy pants. So I'm just running to kick off. We're going to run through a wavetable sound. Waverly tables. What a lovely sound that is, yes? Lovely, lovely, lovely sound. And we'll try, we're going to go through all these different ways you can use this. So here's the interface. Let's bring it up full screen so you can see what's going on. Look at that little graphic. How little cute is it? Little cute. It's a little cool dragonfly. And this is another thing about BLEASS, is that they really take the time to give you something interesting to look at, and it's always something innovative. There's always some cool stuff going on under the hood. And this little dragonfly is your key to knowing what's going on at all times. Yeah, and you can see it flapping away, doing its little thing, because there's a whole bunch of modes. So we'll go through the modes first, and you'll understand what the butterfly's doing. So along the left-hand side here, we have our manual mode. This is our manual mode, and it just sits there flapping away. And I can change the controls of this by using these toggles along here, because it's in manual mode. So if I turn this up, the rate, you can see it starts flapping like mad shit. Look at that. Ooh. And you can slow it right down to crazy slow, like slow motion David Attenborough. And there is the dragonfly flying ever so slowly in slow motion. So there you go. So you've got the rate. Then you've got this thing here called factor, right? Where when you use this, what I found is you kind of get a really cool ring modulation sound going on. But you'll hear that. You've got a little smoothing button here just to smooth things out. Yeah. You've got a stereo, which can go into the minus stereo, and it can go into the plus stereo. So these are your controls. You've got an attack and a release. We all know what they are, yeah? An attack and release. Then you have this simple button and a wild button. This is where things get wild. And look what happens when you press it. The wings change color. So you know it's in wild mode. It's the crazy mode. And you've got a little wilderness button here, which you can make go really effing wild. All right, so over here you have a gain, and here's your wet and dry mix. Pretty simple stuff. And down here is your Amplitube button. So this thing controls how much of the effect So it's not a wet dry, it's just how intense it actually is, yeah? So just think of the app Amplitube for your guitars and stuff. And yes, I saw Billie Eilish apparently use this on her vocals for Xanny, and that is correct. And you'll see how easy it is to kind of do that stuff a little bit further on. So the other function you have here is Midi underneath. Midi, 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 Midi. And what's cool about this is, now you can see the butterfly stopped. Butterfly's completely stopped. What you can actually do is you can connect a MIDI controller to this. So if I choose the Arturia key step here, or let's just choose the onboard keyboard for now. We'll click that off and we'll move this up a bit and bring up the keyboard. So what you can do is you can control the actual wings by touching the keyboard, yeah? And as you move up, down the keyboard, the wings flap slower. So the higher up, so we're on a C6 here. Sorry, the other way around. See how I'm holding C6? And the wings are flapping like that. But if I hold here, up the other end with the C3, the wings are flapping crazy. So you can actually control the level of, which is really ace. That's like, and it's really easy to set up. There's nothing to set up. All I did was click on the MIDI, right? And then go into, if I can move this back down. Move this back down here. All I did was go into the setting, into the controls here, and just choose the keyboard. You can use whatever MIDI controller you've got attached. So super easy to set that up, yeah? So that's the MIDI. We'll have a look at that with sounds and such. Then you've got self. So self is when you hold down the key, it takes the velocity from the key and it's almost like it bounces it back on itself. So if I hold down on my keyboard here really lightly, you can see it flaps harder. So very interesting. Lots of different cool modes on here. And then the last one on here is a side chain. So from within here, you can create a side chain with like drums or anything. This is what Billie Eilish does on her track. So you could use have a bass, which we're going to do. I'll throw in a bass line in here. And then we'll side chain it to drums and you'll hear it underneath side chaining with the drums. It's super simple to do. But first, let's play with the manual here. So I'm just holding down chords. And just by changing the rate, how cool is that? What's going on, Peter? Let's turn up the factor. So now look how slow this is. Watch the wings slowly flap. How cool is that? To have a tremolo that's it's like slow motion tremolo. Let's turn up this factor a bit. Hey, what's going on, Pete Jones? Pretty neat stuff, and we haven't covered the half of it yet. Don't forget, the Delicate Giants album is still available on Bandcamp. Support Russ, he makes great music. All right, so let's play around, because we've got this wild thing on. So I've turned off the wild. You'll notice when I turn on the wild, yeah! You get this really dirty distortion stuff going on. If we turn off and just go to simple, let's play with the stereo knob a bit. If you got, hopefully you got headphones on. Now you see what I mean? I just turned up the factor there, and here how it's got this really crazy ring modulation stuff going on. Let's give it some rate. Watch the wings go mental. So you can get some absolutely crazy modulation going on there with this. It's mental. It's crazy stuff. So the smooth button kind of just smooths it out. So it's like a second of smoothing to 5 milliseconds to 1 second all the way up. Now this amplitude button down here, you can see what it's doing here. As I turn this up, whoa. It's affecting my brain. Pretty cray-cray. Hello, Sean Chandler. Welcome aboard, my friend. So, off the bat, that's just the manual. That's just the manual sound there. Nothing else, nothing too fancy. If we go into the MIDI here, I'll save the MIDI for one of the other tracks that I'm going to work on. We'll go into the self one here. I'll just show you with the keys here. So if you see what's going on here, because we'll go back to control. So we've got this MIDI connected. I'm just going to shrink this down a bit so you can see the keyboard here, which I don't have actually connected. We've got this one connected. Okay, so check this out. I've now connected the Arturia to the actual AUV3. So I'll show you, I'll explain it. We've got the keyboard connected here, but I've connected the keyboard as well to this. And we've selected MIDI in here. So, sorry, I've selected self there. So as I go on a low key, if I hold down this note here, you can see the Dragonfly is flapping slow. If I take it up higher, it's now flapping faster. And as you go further down the keyboard, you're actually controlling the amount of flappery, of flappy birdery that's going on. Let's click on the self one. Just turn this off here. Okay, so this is controlled by the velocity. So if I press lightly, You can see it's flapping very, very slowly. Now, if I slam the keys here, and where this works really good, which I'll show you soon, is on a guitar. So imagine you're playing very lightly on the guitar. As you're playing really lightly on the guitar, there's less effect coming through. And then you hit a big strum on the guitar, and then you get a massive, massive dose of tremolo tomfoolery happening, yeah? So it's really cool for that. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. So there's a little taste of that track. Let's pull that out of the mix now. What I'm going to do is now bring in a bass line, which I have running through this little beauty, through Riffer. So if we hit play, so we get a nice little bass line going on here. Cool. And I'm using pure synth just for this funky little bass line. Let's go to manual. Oh, man. Pretty damn cool. So then we get this slow one. You should hear it slowly going from left to right, because we've got the stereo turned up all the way to 180. Nice. So what I'm going to do now, let's stop that, is we're going to go in and create a sidechain. So you can see here I have a copy of Hammerhead over here set up with some drums. We'll turn off the sidechain. So we've just got some drums going on here. We'll turn off this as well. So what we want to do is we want to sidechain this bass to interact with the drums. So with sidechaining, what it basically does is whenever there's a part played on the drums, it removes the bass. So, and then you've got it like cutting in and out of each other, kind of sitting on top of it's, you know what I mean. You should know what sidechaining is. If you don't know, you can look it up yourself. But what'll happen here is I can sidechain this bass to interact with the Hammerhead drums. And the way to do it is we'll show you here. We'll remove this. So we've got our bass here. If I can just bring it back into the mix, and then we'll just hit play. Okay, so we've got both of them playing there. Now in the settings on the actual bass line, we want to move down to sidechain here. So if I hit play, you can see nothing's going on. There's no meter reading here. Nothing's actually coming up, even though it's set to sidechain. So what we need to do is go over to the drum track, and within the channel of the drums here, we want to select this little notch here, And we're going to go down to the bottom, so select multi-bus audio unit instances. And because this is track 4, we're looking for BLEASS Dragonfly A41 because that's the track. And we select that, and now you see it's got these little arrows here, so it means it's connected to this previous version of Dragonfly. So now, when we jump in here and hit play, now if I turn down the drums, you can see this reacting still to the drums. So with each beat, it's actually dropping down in and out to fit with each pass, yeah? Super easy to do this. Look, that's how easy it is. Now if we bring in the drums, so hear the difference when I pull out the sidechain? We'll pull out the sidechain. So I'll start with the sidechain out. So what I'm doing is I'm just removing this from Hammerhead, just so you can hear the difference, and then I'll pop it back in. So yeah, if you have heard the Billie Eilish song Xanny, you'll understand that what sidechaining is. And so she did actually use this on that clip. So you can do this kind of stuff with vocals. You can sidechain, and they've just made sidechaining super easy in here. And you've got a choice here when you set up the sidechain to just use a left. So we'll hit or a right, or a left and right. It does sound awesome in headphones, doesn't it? It's really cool. So now start thinking outside the box, right? Now you can see we've got one thing sidechained to one thing. You could actually create another set of drums, another set of drums, another set of drums, and you could sidechain those drums with a BLEASS Dragonfly into another drums, and then set up another one and sidechain that into an. We'll try that at the end, and we'll make a total ass of everything. Yeah. So let's bring in let's bring in something else. We'll remove these for now. Oops, God, man, why can I never do this? Turn off. I swear. Let's bring in this little baby here. So again, I'm just running Riffer on this first track here, and we just got a manual going. Sick. Hey, what's going on? Deep Gravity in the house. So really cool how we've got this stereo tremolo going back and forward. So let's run through some presets, yeah? Because as usual with BLEASS, you've got a whole bunch of presets. So you can see too how you get this really, you can actually pull off some detuning here. How nuts is this one? Man, this will make you fall over if you stand up. Can you see how those wings are flapping like out of sync with each other? Because we've got the rate down really low, and then we've got the factor up here. So these are the presets. So we'll stop that for a second because one of those presets there was a bass one. So we'll jump over here to this bass track. And where was it? It was this one. Was it insert the bass? I think so, yes. And let's... So this is now side chaining into the drums. This is the preset. So there's a bunch of presets that are set for side chaining. Sean, if you pinch the wings off, it dies. But then, Sean, only a serial killer would think about that. You know? What's going on? That's something only a serial killer would think of. I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, that's some pretty dark shit, man. Let's pull that out of there. We'll come back over here. So we've got a light tremolo. So all these are great to start off with. So I want to give you an example now of the Midi. So this preset here, Midi 20, now, because I have the Arturia key step set up here, and this is set to Midi, watch what happens when I hold down a piano key. So the lower you go down on the keys when in MIDI mode, the slower the tremolo. Now this MIDI one is set up to do a glide. So you can hear that ring modulation happening. So there's a whole bunch of other presets in there. So there's plenty of presets to play around with too. But what does it sound like with some vocals? Should we throw some vocals on here as well? Do we have a microphone? Oh, I can hear it. Hello. Let's turn down this one. Hello. Oh yeah, baby. So we've got a microphone here. Let's bring in some Altether. And we'll bring this down a little bit. Hello, Altether. Now let's bring in our Dragonfly. So all I'm doing is just breathing into the microphone. So just think in principle too. Remember with this function here, the self, it all is going to depend on how much vocal you pump through, on how much tremolo is going to happen. So let's try that out. pretty sick here. And you could even sidechain this into the drums. Let's try this. Let's go down to this Xanny, hey, which you can see it's sidechained. Let's sidechain this into these drums. So we're going to go down to the drums now, hit multi-bus, and I'm pretty sure the vocals are on number 8. Let me make sure. Or number 7. Yeah, so they're on number, what are we on? They're on number 6. So we're going to go down to multi-bus, number 6. And now we have a side chain here going into the drums. Make sure everything's off, just the vocals and the drums. Now remember, also, you have a randomize. Let me just turn this off for a minute. So you also have a randomize button, a little die button there. So you can, at any time, let's just get out of here, you can hit randomize and you can see it changes everything. So be aware of that. You can see every time I hit the dice up here, it's changing every single thing. So you total randomization, that's really ace. Shall we just quickly throw it on some guitar? I guess so, yeah. Let's throw it on some guitar. And here's what's really cool. This wild button, it's a great substitute for a bit of distortion. And as you can see too, let's give BLEASS some credit here. How many instances of it do I have running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got 2 instances of Waverly tables. We've got even got a pure synth running. All right. We've got vocals. We've got a hammerhead, and we've only got 36 DSP. So we're doing pretty good with our system resources being hogged. So I am actually playing a guitar here. It's out of shot. Now I want to show you what I was talking about before. See how we're set on self? So if I play the guitar really lightly, I'm just going to hit the E string really light. You can see our little dragonfly friend is barely moving. But as I play harder, so let's just do an E. Now if I play it nice and hard, so you've got absolute control over the tremolo. It's almost like having a fucking wah pedal tremolo that you control with your hand. Now you'll see what I mean when I turn up the wild button, give it some bit of loudness. So you're getting like this distortion in there as well, which is really cool, saving you adding another pedal or effect. Let's Let's just add something like a black hole or something. Just for shits and giggles. And we'll pull the effect out. Let's take it down a bit. Don't need that much. Now you'll hear, as you have a look in the chain here, I've got the black hole after Dragonfly. So the reverb's not being included in there. But if I now take a black hole and move this up in front of Dragonfly, you're actually getting really nice. And you can go in here and just set it to manual if you like. Take out that distortion. Give it some guzz, make it crazy. See how this ring modulation comes in? That's crazy shit, man. But we can pull this rate right down. So also remember, if we switch to Midi here, so now we're in Midi mode, we can go up the top here. Let's just stop that playing up there. We're in Midi mode now, so if I go into the options here and select my Arturia keyboard, I can play, and I'll show you here, so you can see, I can actually, you could have somebody else, or you know, yourself, hit a chord, and you can control, you see, as I'm using the keys here, to control the actual tremolo. Let's go down. We'll pull this out. Really cool. So easy to set up the Midi to be able to control it. And as I said, just a reminder, so as you go further down the keyboard, it gets slower, the tremolo. Pretty cool, eh? I don't think I need to go into any more of that. I think you're getting the picture. I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning. I don't need another Tremolo app. Why do I need another Tremolo app? And then I started playing with this and was like, you know what? I need this Tremolo app because it's more than that. It's bliss, man. What can you say? It's bliss. And that's the correct way to say it. It's a really cool app. It's a $5, $4.99. It's super cheap, and there's a whole lot of fun you can have with it. Shall we go out and try something really fucked up? I guess so. Let's do something really fucked up. Let's try and create another hammerhead. Let's go and do something messy. So we'll do another hammerhead. We'll do another hammerhead. Let's add another hammerhead. Boom. So we've got a couple of hammerheads here. We'll move these over to the other hammerheads. Okay, man, so we'll move that over here. We'll grab this one, move that over. Oops, it doesn't matter which order they're in. We'll bring this hammerhead in. All right, so we've got this bass line connected here. I'm going to throw on this hammerhead another... Man, what am I doing? We're going to throw on another Dragonfly. All right. I'm going to move this ahead there. Then we'll add another dragonfly here. Man, I'm going to crash this thing. I don't give a shit. Then we'll add then in here. So this hammerhead here is number 5. So then we'll go into this one and we'll choose audio bus, and we want number 5. So now we've got this one side chaining into this one. And then we'll select another one here. This is going to sound like dog shit. But I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I'm just showing you can get some pretty mental stuff going. Then we want to add another dragonfly here. Yeah. And on this one, we want to send number 6 into number 7. So, sorry, I didn't want to do that. We want to, hang on, let's remove this. And we want to, oh, look, I've crashed it already. Look at that. You know what? We'll remove this. We'll make it a little bit easier. We'll remove these. Let's reload. Reload. We'll reload. Now, this one I can't reload. So I'll just have to remove some tracks. That's what I'll have to do. Well, I don't think we need the guitar. So we can remove the guitar one. We don't need that anymore. We'll keep the vocal one. And we'll keep this one. All right. So we'll try this again. So we're going from this bass line, which is number 3, into here. So we want a mix bus. We want number 3. Then in this one, we want a number 4. And then this one, we want number 5. They're all there. They're all there. All right. So now we're going to the settings of here. We'll select sidechain. So now this bass line is side chaining from here into this one. And now this drums, if we select this, am I doing this right? We'll be side chaining into this one. And then this one will be side chaining into this one. Fucking hell. And I'm going to select different patterns. Let's add some vocals. You get what I'm saying, man? The sky's the limit. You can. It is the it is the human centipede of apps. So that was instead of Dragonfly, that was human centipede fly, where you can just sidechain everything together. So it's like ass to mouth on a huge scale. Super stuff, man. You can't deny the center dragon petafly. Petafly? What the hell? Awesome. Pretty cool. What do you guys think? I think it's really awesome. Totally cool. If you're a Patreon on the weekend, I've got a bunch of copies to give away on the Patreon show. Remember, you can always become a Patreon at this link right here. If I get my shit together. This one right here. There it is. Awesome stuff. Tomorrow, what are we doing on the show tomorrow? I don't even know. I think we're looking at Monoleap tomorrow. Monoleap's going to be fun because I have to hold an iPad up to my chest. It's going to be interesting. So I'll have multiple cams. It's a really interesting, like, virtual, you'll see tomorrow, yeah? Good stuff. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for your support as always. And you know what? Do the things that make you happy. And remember, mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. Hello, goodbye to you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Alrighty, okie dokie dokie doo. Boy.